I'm gonna ride because I'm a down-ass bitch. I'm gonna ride because that's my husband. I'm gonna ride because I stand on truth. I stand on what we're doing. Because we need help. We need healing. We need a people that is going to stand firm in a cause, stand firm in what we believe, stand firm in what we're doing. Because if we don't do it, who going to do it? Who going to ride hard? Who going to go hard? Who going to speak the message? Who going to teach the message? Because as I know, everybody falling to the wayside when things get tough. Everybody falling to the side when things get tough. Everybody leaving the mission when things get tough. But you got to stand strong. You got to stand strong 10 toes down. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but those that endure to the end. Those that ride for the truth. Those that will speak the truth through persecution. Through people hating on you and lying on you and being evil toward you. You still have to be in honor of the truth. You still have to stand in your honor. You still have to stand in your glory. You have to still be proud and walk with your head upright, because you know you're doing the right thing, and you know that through all this we will be exonerated. We will be honored. We will be put up on a pedestal, because we are still through the storms, standing strong and firm in the knowledge, standing firm and strong in what we believe, because nothing else truly matters. The rest of the world is just sleeping. The rest of the world is just in hell. The rest of the world don't have any answers. Y'all just walking around in a reality and in a situation that you were born into. Someone gave you a name. Someone gave you a religion. Someone said you're going to school. Someone said you're going to church. Someone said this is who you are. And someone put these stigmas upon you. Someone put these ideas upon you. People put their stigmas upon you, and you just took it in as your own, not even truly knowing, because you grew up in it. You didn't think twice about it, because you were born into it. You were portal into that life, so you couldn't question it. But now is the time, the age of information, where the information is now on the internet, where you can go to the interface and get the knowledge and get the information and gain wisdom upon what is going on in the world. What are we experiencing in the world? What are we going through in the world? Well, hurt people hurt people. So our people are hurt, so we're going to hurt each other even more so, because we're hurting, because we don't have the answers. Because we don't know, so we're gonna hurt people. We're gonna throw stones. We're gonna make fun of those people, because they surpass the level of my consciousness that I'm at. So I'm gonna throw stones and I'm gonna hate. And I'm gonna do my people dirty. Just because I'm hurting, just because I don't have answers, and they do have answers. Just because I'm hurting, I'm gonna hurt. When you're a bad character and your heart is not light as a feather, you are not a pure heart. You are impure heart. You are impure soul that needs help and it needs guidance. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you. We're here to give you divine knowledge yourself. We're here to wake you up from your sleep. We're here to take the veil of your eyes. We're here to awaken you. We're here to bring you truth, divine mathematics. We're here to get you back in tune with your natural self, with the laws of nature. We're here to help you get back in alignment with who you really are. And I know that sounds crazy to you. I know that sounds far-fetched to you because you're not used to these words. You're not used to this broadcast. You're not used to us or people awoke and actually are living the knowledge that they teach and walking the righteous path and doing the right thing. See, you think you're doing the right thing because you're teaching knowledge and you eating healthy and you doing yoga and you playing with the crystals. You got sage. You got tarot card readings. That's not real spirituality. Real spirituality is psychological healing, psychological trauma, understanding one's traumas, overcoming one's traumas, overcoming one's hurts and pains, getting through that, actually diving deep into your psyche, actually going deep in understanding and healing every trauma that you have. That's the spiritual journey. That's walking the righteous path. You think you're on a spiritual journey because you're teaching knowledge, or you have some type of spirituality, or you have some type of knowledge that you got offline. Well, if you're not doing the actual spiritual work as far as healing your mind and healing your traumas and relocating yourself from the states and going back into the tropics and actually healing yourself and healing your DNA and reprogramming your subconscious mind from all the bullshit that has been instilled in you, repetition, over and over and over, because your mother passed that down to you through genetics, and her mother passed that down through genetics. So it's a generational curse that we are here experiencing through our people. And I can't help you unless I help myself. And I'm helping myself, so I'm helping you. So I'm sending a broadcast out to my people, to God's people. And I'm willing to help. But are you willing to help yourself? Are you willing to look at yourself and not point the finger at nobody? And not deflect from yourself? Are you willing? Are you able? You can't say you are if you go running every 2 seconds when things get tough, when things don't go your way. You go back into that world that you once said you don't want to be a part of. You go back into that world because it's comfortable. Because it's what you know. It's what you've been accustomed to. It's what you are familiar with. And the only way you're going to heal is if you get out of the environment that you got sick in. Because you can't stay in the same environment you got sick in. Because you're going to vibrate higher than those that are around you. You're not going to think the same as they do. You're not going to be on the same frequency as they are on. You're not going to eat what they eat. You're not going to do what they do. So you're going to be looked at as an outcast. You're going to be looked at as somebody that's not a part of what we're doing, a part of society. So they're going to look at you like you're an outcast, like you're an outsider. And then they're going to judge you. And then they're going to hate you. Then they're going to laugh at you. And then they're going to try to mock you and make you look like a bad person. They're going to put so much evil upon you because they're hurt. And because you found truth. And because you're standing in truth. And because you are standing in your power and standing firm in what you believe in, they will hate you. They will throw stones at you. They will not like you. But you still have to be strong. You still have to stand on truth. You still have to do what it is that you got to do for yourself. Because you know what it is. You know the truth. You feel it in your heart. You feel it. And once you feel it, feeling is knowing. You can't just intellectualize something and think you're going to know it. No, you have to live it. You have to do it. You have to be in it. You have to stand firm in it. You got to walk that narrow path. No matter if people throwing stones at you, no matter people hating you, you got to walk that path. I'm on a path for spirituality, for real spirituality, for real healing, for real psychological work. Real deep psychic healing from our generational curses. From the slave master's mindset of thinking we have to be in that world and be in that society and be a part of master's world and take on the luxuries of master. You don't need that, melanated woman. You don't need that. Your mind you shall free. Set your mind shall be free. Because if your mind is free, you are free. Your soul is free. No one can hold you in bondage if your mind is free. No one can hold you down if your mind is free. But if your mind isn't free, you're not free. You think you're free because you got your own job, you got your own car, you're doing your own thing. And you feel like you have a separate world from Babylon, but you don't. You're living in Babylon's world. You're going to Master's. You're working for Master. You're giving your check back to Master. You're giving your car note back to Master. You're taking your children to Master's school. You're sitting your children in front of Master's teachers. You are doing everything that Master wants you to do. So you don't have your own mind, woman. And you never had your own mind. You always had the mind of a man. You always took on the man's mind. You have your own personality, but you don't have your own mind. You formulate and you make a movement out of the man's mind. And you cultivate and you culture the man's mind. But you don't have your own mind. You're not in your own world. You don't have your own car. You don't have your own business. Because you have a EIN number, which is an EIN number that you have to get from the bank. And you have to pay taxes back to the bank. You have to give that money back to the bank. So everything you do, it's being ran by the bank. So you laugh, you hating on us and you throwing stones at us. But you working underneath a man an invisible man you don't even know. Or not even have seen or even aware of. You at work right now. Who is the owner of that job? Who is the owner of that building? Who is the owner of that facility or that faculty? You don't know the owner. You just going to work and you working for $1. You working and using your energy and your time as a battery for that system. But you don't even know who you working for. I know who my teacher is. I know who my God is. I know who my Lord and Savior is. I know who my angel is. I know who I'm serving. I know who I'm up under, being taught by and led by. A righteous man that is in tune with divine law and principle, that's in tune with Allah, that's in tune with nature, the righteous way of living, in tune with the righteous way of being, in tune with the righteous way of doing things. I'm a righteous woman. I'm a goddess because I'm in tune with a God. My husband, that's in tune with righteousness. See, you women out there, you think you're a goddess. But if you are not a goddess, if you haven't found your God that's in tune with righteousness and morals and facts, and has their own curriculum, has their own knowledge, has their own teachings, has their own way of living, and has took his women out of the system to heal and reprogram their subconscious mind. You are not a goddess until you have found your God. Pyramid. And I'm standing strong and I'm standing firm for my 3. Pushing 3. Standing firm for my husband. Pushing 3. Because I'm in tune. I am one, mind, oneself with my husband. And I'm going to continue to push this knowledge and continue to push the truth. Because that's where my heart wants to do. My mind and my heart are one. So that's what I want to do with my life. And I continue to do it. No matter how many times y'all hate on us and y'all throw stones at us, we're going to continue to be righteous. We're going to continue to do the right thing. We're going to continue to teach. Because there's nothing else but this truth. You are in your own mind. Everything else is an external of you, is a figment of your imagination. You are in your own mind, in your own reality. All this is that you experience are electrical signals. It's not real. You are experiencing signals within your brain, which your brain never even had seen the outside world. It's encased in darkness. So how is your brain seeing the outside world? How are you even experiencing this world? When knowledge stream, when information comes from your DNA. When all this is a projection of your DNA. How are you in this reality? How are you thinking you're going to work? How are you thinking you have children? How are you thinking you have your own job? How are you thinking these things? Where did you get these concepts from? Where did you get these ideas from? Who gave you these ideas? Who gave you this way of thinking? Who gave you this way of being? Who? They told you lies. They told you false illusions. They didn't tell you reality. They didn't give you reality. They didn't plain out simple and tell you this is reality. They gave you lies. And they destroyed your planet and your natural planet to create that world and to make that world and to create those ideologies and those thoughts and those ways of being. Those laws have been set around nature that's going against nature. That is not a system that was here before. It was built on a system that was already here. You must look at that and you must understand that. You are not living and being a natural human being like you're supposed to be. You're not living the righteous life as you are supposed to be. Take heed to this message. Take heed to the words and the frequency that I'm on. The vibration that you feel that's coming through your phone. Feel me. Listen to me. Listen to our words that we teach and that we speak. Because the sun is getting warmer and it's warmer. And it's getting hotter and hotter, and our people waking up. Our people gonna wake up day by day. Genetics are just gonna start awakening. You're just gonna start hearing people teaching divine knowledge of self. You're gonna see people when Three God is exonerated, when my husband is exonerated. You're gonna see people trying to come to us and come learn up under us and come learn the teachings of the Most High Three God. It's gonna be. The whole planet is going to awaken to this truth. The whole planet will be awoken to this reality. Because there's nothing else truly matters. Nothing else truly matters but this. But our movement and what we're doing. So take heed to this message. Listen to the words and the vibration of these words and the frequency that I'm on. The consciousness that I'm vibrating at, the level of thinking I'm on. Look how you're thinking and look how we're thinking. It's so easy to be fake. It's so hard to be real because everybody want to be fake. Everybody want to be fake. Everybody want to do the same thing. Nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to get out of their comfort zone. Nobody wants to do something different. Everyone wants to do the same thing. Well, no. We're choosing to do something different. We're choosing to walk a different way, a different path, a different narrow path at that. Not the broad path. We're taking a narrow path. And that's why few are chosen. Because this path is very narrow. This is not for everyone. We're here to collect the elite and convict the weak. Stand firm in truth. Stand firm in what you believe in. and teach and speak and honor three God's name. Honor his name, exonerate him. Before you, he will be exonerated. And you will honor him. And everyone will wake up to this truth. Everyone will wake up to this. Everyone. And I love myself. Peace to all the goddesses.